Okay, what did I say? Oh, we're going to do Jenny Jingles. Jenny Jingles is really single-handedly making people love Christmas even more. I had so much fun at her place. Here she Santa room in Brunswick. I am with Jenny. I think you are the quintessential Santa of our era, for sure. I love speaking with you about this because you light up.
Thank you.
Favorite holiday of yours, I would say?
Oh,
has this been this way your whole life? Have you always
grown,
loved Christmas?
But
though?
yes,
yeah,
yes.
You were always like the Christmas girl.
I loved the magic of it.
Yeah. Did your parents get into Christmas
Absolutely.
a lot? Okay, so this was easy. This was an easy continuation step. Do they still, or do they now leave it to you?
Well, I think they've kind of passed the torch for sure. For sure, but they definitely instilled in me, go crazy at Christmas. Like, I will never forget, like, coming downstairs and the iconic 1980s, early 90s Barbie dream house was under the tree, completely assembled. Like, that's magic.
Yeah,
when Christmas delivers that.
Yeah, when you go to bed and there's nothing and you wake up as a kid, for sure. I think a lot of us remember that. You also, though, in that memory, understand that not every child gets that.
Yes.
And so that is where kind of this new-ish tradition of giving back has come.
Absolutely. My family, the way we grew up, was always very charitable. I remember being a kid, and it's a tradition I've kept with my son. It's just now grown even larger, that we would always adopt, whether it was through the church or Salvation Army, we would always adopt a family. And my mom was very specific about it and would always try to get families that had the same age children as we were. And then there was a day we'd go shopping for those kids, knowing full well nothing being purchased would come home with us, but we were doing it for the kids that were our same age that, but for us doing it, might not have gotten anything that year. And I started that with my son Enzo at a very young age, and instilled in him that level of generosity, and I've just seen it bloom in him, and I'm really proud of that. I don't do everything great as a parent, but that's one thing I think I've done pretty well.
Yeah, and that is knowing that then this is going to live well beyond you and his life. And this event you do and will be annual tradition.
Yes.
The Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Saturday after Thanksgiving.
You opened your home to friends and family. Mm-hmm. And as part of that, a lot of them contributed gifts for Toys for Tots.
Yes, it was amazing. Friends, family, neighbors, new neighbors. We've only lived here a year.
Yeah.
I have to say, met a new neighbor, Len, with On the Town Limousine, who I know you guys work with. We were panicked because in this neighborhood, there's nowhere to park. And he just last minute, very, very generously donated basically their services for the night with a van to shuttle my guests. People just showed up I hadn't seen in years and years and years. And it just seemed like it was just such a happy night. It was such a happy night. So many donations.
When you do good things, it is infectious for people to want to be a part of it. So that's really attributed to you, because a lot of people collect and give and, do things, which we're all so grateful for. But it sometimes doesn't extend beyond just that. You have now touched hundreds of people, and like you were telling me earlier, even people you haven't seen or talked to in a long time, when you posted your Amazon list, stuff was just showing up at your doorstep.
It was amazing. Yeah. Had to finally make the Amazon cart to thank these poor Amazon workers, because the amount of boxes outside the house was just miraculous and so amazing to see the generosity of people. Like, those gifts were easily 6 feet from the tree, 12 feet across. Like, it was a sea
we've got the
of
pictures.
presents.
Don't you worry.
We'll
be posting them. Yeah, it was
incredible.
Great.
The amount of kids it will help this year is remarkable. And we just hope it gets even bigger next year, to be honest.
I think it will. I think it will for sure. Now, your Christmas closet with your fashion, and I love this. I mean, I do, and you can't help but smile when you see you, right?
Thanks.
What date do you actually start wearing the Christmas gear?
November 1st.
November 1st, right after Halloween. You were straight in. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
And I just think, look, you cannot help but smile looking around your home.
Aww.
And really just feeling just so grateful that you're in our community of Frederick County here in Brunswick. I'm sure once the neighbors get over the impact, we'll yeah, love it as well. Now here in Brunswick, you've just been here a year.
Yes.
You guys are doing a fun thing.
We are.
During December, and I was telling you I have a Christmas map, and we are going to make sure we include it. So tell us a little bit about this contest, this fun, competitive, friendly competition.
It is. I have to first give credit where it's due. My sister and my nephews started this in Frederick in the Clover Ridge area, and we've moved it to Brunswick now and are having the Great Brunswick Light Fight, specifically the Great Brunswick Crossing Light Fight. There's 4 different categories of homes. We have very generous real estate agents that are sponsoring $100 prizes for the best decorations, but the votes are done by donating food and non-perishable food items in front of the homes on December 21st from 6 to 9 p.m.
Yeah, so we'll make sure and continue to remind you guys about that, because nothing is better than a friendly competition that, again, brightens people's day when you can take a drive around, stop at the grocery store, load up on some canned food and all of that sort of stuff so you can drop them in people's boxes that will be at their house, because that is the way the votes are tallied.
Yes.
And so, again, you guys are utilizing this opportunity to give back to the community, which is really awesome.
We really try, this family, to live Christmas. We don't just show Christmas, but we try to live it.
Well, I tell you, nothing is better, again, I think, in the contagiousness of it. I think it's just only going to continue to grow and help more and more people. So, and I know you didn't want this to be about you, and it's not really. You are merely the vehicle and the vessel, which is allowing the impact to happen. But I cannot wait to see what you add next year. I'm going to have to start putting videos next to one another so maybe I can know. But in here, there's no way.
There's no plenty of space.
All right, so one more thing. You have a lot of vintage stuff. Yes. Where do you find, I mean, are you constantly on the search? Do you have like that Google alert when new vintage things are posted?
That has happened. I actually, shocking, I'm sure, have actually connected and made friends with people that scavenge for this stuff around the country. I have a friend in Texas who goes to these massive vintage like flea markets, and then she'll show me things. I have this phenomenal friend, Todd, I'm talking about you, who we met on our honeymoon, who lives in the Midwest, and he has stores he goes to and will send me links. But some of the fun of it is just like going to different stores around here, and the Goodwills and Salvation Army, and trying to get the unicorn that you find. Yes.
I love it.
It's fun.
Now I was just going to say, the one thing I didn't see, and now I look straight ahead, and there it is the vintage Christmas tree that every one of our families had when we were young with the lights on. I'll make sure and get pictures of that. Yeah, you pretty much have everything.
There's one hiding back there, but it's not lit. No. My apologies.
Oh, yeah. I think everything else is good. So tell me, how many Christmas trees do you actually have decorated in your house? 15?
15 full size, but that's not counting the aluminum tree. I guess that would count too. So I didn't decorate that one this year. It stays up year-round, so
I love it.
I didn't really count that one.
Well, we can't wait to attend next year. Really appreciate everything you do
for coming.
And just really making people smile. I think that's a great thing.
Thank you so much.
This is Jenny. We thank you guys so much for watching. She is incredible. I love it. Fantastic.